Schmobert. That's been my name for Bobert Schmobert this whole time because he likes to move. He's a very jousty, in and out fighter, very elusive, and it's a very unique style to him. And so I want to see how well this is going to play out here against Vorhees.
We've got a very, I wouldn't say he's that small, but he looks very small compared to Vorhees, so.
True enough. True enough. Another tall versus shorter fighter. Contour, you know all about this matchup. So looking at the Vorhees, the taller fighter, this time he's fighting someone who's not really looking to infight. Bobert is looking to float like a butterfly and sting like a bee, if you know what I mean. He's going to go in, he's going to go out, and he's going to try to beat you on points, right? So for a taller fighter such as Vorhees, right, the approach must be different, right?
Against somebody who's doing in and out when they're shorter?
Yeah.
I would say it's much of the same. At that point, you are literally having a jousting match. You know, jab for jab, cross for cross, all that kind of stuff. I had a fight with Kobenomics where our fight was literally on the outside the entire time. We've had like almost 15 seconds apart, like in between our exchanges. You might see that a lot in this fight. Maybe you won't. You might see some people pick up the pace. You know, it's really hard to say, especially depending on these guys' styles. So we might see a very, very technical match in this round. I would say on the outside, especially in this game as a shorter fighter, you might have an advantage.
Oh, for the shorter fighter having the advantage
or you might
on
not.
the outside.
You need to be quick enough, and you might need to expend more energy.
Interesting. Tesco,
you can definitely have because of the body shots, right?
Oh, you're right. You are right. I was about to say, Tesco, for you as well. I mean, looking at these two fighters, seeing the David and Goliath matchup, knowing Bobert is about to schmoove and groove, how do you think that this matchup is going? What's your prediction here based off of their height and the styles that we've seen so far?
Well, I think if Vorhees plays his cards right, it could be a very easy match for him. Yeah, give him a distance, land those long range shots, long left hooks, whatnot, and just keep out of Schmobert's way. But I mean, if Schmobert targets the body, tries to get him to drop his guard, I mean, it can be a very different fight. I've fought some big dudes, and going for the heads can be very, it's like drilled into you. You always want to land on the head. But when you've got a taller fighter, I mean, those body shots are just as important. If you keep landing them, they will drop their guard, and that's when you let, okay, bang, your hands are dropped, catch you flush on the chin. So yeah, let's see if he can play that. If he does, it could be a very, very close match.
Very interesting. I'm very excited to see how this is going to play out too. So I know Vorhees has a challenge on his head now with the jousting, right? And I'm not really 100% sure if the movement is when this is something I've been very interested in trying to figure out. Does the movement as well help with the damage, right? So if I'm actually moving my whole body in and I'm just coming in with a lunging jab or or lunging cross, does that add to my damage? Do you guys have any experience with that in game?
Yeah, it definitely does. This game really, really likes momentum. So if you're moving into a punch, especially if the guy's moving into you, it will add more damage. I've had moments where I'm testing it on the dummy where I would lunge forward with a jab. Pretty much the same thing as a cross. It ain't too crazy, but you can really rack up damage with that thing if you're lunging in with it.
Okay. So that may be very good for Bobert here because I think he's scoring a lot of points. Again, it's so hard to determine when someone's going to jump in at you. And it's just a moment's notice to react, and they're really on the advantage there at that point in time. So Bobert's again working on this. He's been working on this style for a long time, trying to refine it match over match over match here in his exhibition matches. So we're definitely going to see how well this goes for him.
I think Vorhees, watching that first round, I mean, the way Bobert's moving in, he moves in very quick, targets his body, then goes upstairs or just upstairs. If Vorhees, what I'm seeing now, if he could step back and throw a nice uppercut, catch him as Bobert's coming in, I could do some serious damage.
Oh yeah, that's a good point.
If he can pull that off, most as his main counter punch, or even just a low right hook, because Bobert's dipping a lot to different corners. So either low hooks or uppercuts as he's coming in. I mean, he's gonna catch him with some nice shots.
100%. Oh, quick question. Quick little thing, Supa. The stream is actually frozen right now for me.
Stream on Discord or on...
Yeah, on Discord. Is that just me?
It's fine for me.
Oh, really? Okay, it might just be me. Let me
Yeah.
just leave
Yeah,
the conjoin back real quick.
Yeah, hit that refresh real quick. I was about to be saying, it could be my computer. It definitely putting in overtime, just like these two boxers are right now in round number 2. And we were talking earlier, Tesco, about, and I think Contour was the one who really brought this into light, that, you know, when you have a high moving a style of fighting, it takes a lot of energy from you, right? But if you're in stationary, right, which I think Bobert is in stationary. Let me double check that. Let me double check, because I know Vorhees is stationary 100%, and then
I think Bobert might be room scale the way I've seen him like moving in his corner. The way he's moving around. Oh, I don't know actually.
Bobert is also stationary. So that's what I was going to bring up there. So both boxers being stationary, you can absolutely take advantage of the type of style that Bobert Schmobert has, right? He's using a lot less energy than somebody in room scale. And honestly, this is one of the big reasons why the split between the decision to split up the ranks was made, and I have to work on that, because a lot of boxers in room scale are like, man, I gotta move with my legs and my feet, and I'm dog tired, right? And there are different techniques that only apply to stationary. So Bobert looks as if he's in room scale because he has a diameter to work with around his actual character body. So he's able to make some micro movements within that circle, but he can move the overall circle and his body with the joystick, right? So it's actually a more gamified and more strategic approach to playing this game, and it provides different advantages. And Bobert has really made a style out of it here as he corners his opponent Vorhees, and it's so rare to see the big man cornered without stepping out.
Yeah.
Yeah, as someone who I fight room scale primary, it's so much work, dude. Like, you can't just stand there. You do have to move around. I'm moving around in a circle. You know, you're bouncing up and down on your feet. You know, if you keep your feet planted, it's just even worse, because if they lunge at you, you're just gonna fucking fall or slip.
Yep.
So, you know, I'm bouncing while throwing shots. You're moving constantly. It's like it's so much harder than stationary. And that's why it's like, even just like 3-round fights. That's why I'm sweating so much. I gotta meet like a decent sized room scale so I can move quite a bit, and I try to. And just moving a lot, you know, lunging forward, walking forward, going back, sideways, back. It's like, so much work.
It adds up.
It does.
Yeah, it really adds, especially with the punches too, the head movement. It's insane.
Yeah, no, 100%. And I like the look and feel of two stationary fighters fighting. You know, it really feel they get to use the whole ring. It looks like an even fight. Yeah. So the more I see it, the more I tend to be like, you know what, that is absolutely the best thing to happen. All right, round number 3 underway. Yeah. Schmobert versus Vorhees. Oh, the hugging it out. That's what I'm talking about. A little brotherly love, a little dap up, man. Come on now. Damn. Let's go. I do love the sportsmanship here. As both boxers are really trying to like. Oh my god!
Oh my god!
Wow! Wow! The pump fake jab into the cross. Schmobert.
What? That was beautiful.
I told Schmobert last week he was floating like a butterfly, but he really needs to figure out how to sting like a bee, and that boy just hit like a wasp. Let's go. Let's go.
Yeah. Wow. Signature straight right, bro.
Dude.
That was insane.
Well timed. Perfectly executed. And another follow-up. Was Schmobert holding back this whole time? Was this entire time just to measure his opponent out? Wow!
Seems like it. That was insane.
And still with the brotherly love. I love it. This has to be one of my favorite fights from Schmobert. And I'm like I said, I've seen this guy like fight over 3 fights, and he went from like looking like he was running away the whole time to then really getting in the groove with the jousting style. People were doubting him, saying he was cheating and this, that, and the third. He came up short on the damage last time, and this time your boy got 2 knockouts in 3 rounds. That's what I'm talking about. Let's go.
Yeah. No. Schmobert's actually being really smart right now. During those exchanges, he was actually backing up and throwing some hooks as Vorhees was coming in. You don't see that a lot with shorter fighters utilizing their hooks against people, you know, where that's their primary weapon. Oh my God!
Spoke too soon. Commentator's curse. Commentator's curse.
Yeah.
He was getting too hype. You know, Schmobert was feeling himself, but Vorhees was still locked in. Y'all can't forget Vorhees is still locked in.
Vorhees is still locked in.
You never doubt the guy who's down. He'll do anything to win.
You know what I mean? You know what I mean? He's got nothing to lose. And we could see the revenge. Desperate. We could see the revenge of Vorhees here. I mean, Young Mainstream, appreciate the follow. Mike, walk him down. Appreciate the follow.
Wow.
Laying it on.
Yeah, Bobert is actually being really smart right now. He's engaging after Vorhees is throwing punches. So after he extends, he's coming in with his own punches, and he can do that all night. Some people like to call it putting someone in the matrix, where you're just going in and out, in and out. You can't respond to the guy.
I like that phrasing.
He's being he's being very, very smart with how he's engaging with him right now.
He's catching him.
Kia, very appreciate the follow. And that clinch was just what Bobert needed, that breakup, because that's going to run the clock down. And Bobert, he may have walked away with this. He definitely walked away with this last round. We're going to see what the damage looks like on the first 2 rounds. I mean, hey, and these guys got the best daps in the world right here. There we go.
For real.
The judges making their decision. Your winner, 30-26. Bobert Schmobert. Oh, I gotta look at this. Perfect scores for Bobert Schmobert. Get out of here, bro. Let's go. 10-9, 10-9, 10-8 for Schmobert. Those 2 knockdowns, beautiful back-to-back knockdowns for Schmobert. Vorhees, though, still maintaining that moral victory, getting to get back for his own moral sanity. And the damage was pretty close, too. Schmobert, I think, mitigated more damage than he dealt. You know what I'm saying? Pooper says, "Oh, Karis is returning. We have to fight. I wanted to fight her before Miss. Please let me do it." Hey, Pooper, I'm very excited to see Karis back. I haven't seen her fight in a long time, and I definitely want to see if the Wiggle Guard still has what it takes to knock people down. But
Wiggle Guard.
she has invented her own move called the Wiggle Guard, and she keeps the lead hand out by waving it up and down, like swinging off of the elbow. And what that does is it keeps a hand out there to mess with your punches, and she's playing with that. And when she's literally just, it's kind of like similar when you see people kind of like tapping that lead glove, right? But we found that it really gets in the way. Pooper, you're fighting Mist next week, all right? I need to see it. You got plenty of weeks to fight Karis. You got plenty of weeks. Look. All right. But before we get in on this, right? Let me go back in and reconnect to the previous lobby.
Yeah.
Right. Let's lock in with the homies. Let's lock in with the homies real quick. All right. So we got. I want to talk to Vorhees first.
Well, yo, what's up, bro?
Vorhees, my boy. Look, y'all had probably the most technical boxing fight on the card tonight. We had a lot of good techniques, but both of y'all really were out there trying to play chess with each other. You came up with the L, but you had the moral victory with the knockout at the end. How are you feeling about your performance tonight, bro?
Hey, a lot more better than last time. Last time I kind of felt a little pissed because, man, dude just kept getting out my way.
Yeah.
He just kept going back, but this time, hey, my boy was floating, but I was able to land some punches. That's why I wasn't too mad. But
yeah, both
man,
of you, most improved.
He actually made me work today.
Definitely deserved that one. Vorhees, man, you stuck to your guns. You did not take the bait. You were fighting the ever schmoovin' Schmobert, and you was able to get the knockdown, bro. Much improved this time around, keeping your head cool. You know what I'm saying? So big congrats to you. Again, keep working on the gameplay, bro. You know what I'm saying? I love to see it, man. I love to see you when you come back.
And one more thing.
For sure.
I was practicing and listening the whole time when we were fighting stuff. And I was like, man, these opponents, they're floating. They're floating. Some of them hit home like Mike Tyson. So that's why I was kind of going to practice round, seeing like if I was going to counter that. I did.
Look,
But nah, Schmobert, that man, he was just floating like prime Muhammad Ali.
he was floating, bro. And you guys are both on stationary, correct? So what I want y'all to do, actually, this is a great opportunity, and this is one opportunity that I've not been able to tell a lot of people about, but I usually try to make it a point. Lock in with people like Contour. Lock in with the person you just fought with, right? Really talk about, like, just outside of the fights, what do you do? How do you move so well? What techniques are you employing? Because then you learn more, you can add more to your style. Don't feel like you got to stay locked in, because you've been improving, and so has Schmobert, right? So I want y'all to start practicing together, start getting in with the gym, start getting some more time on Thursday nights, and really just start talking more about the game and what y'all are doing, and see how you can apply it.
Yeah, that's it's really nice that you added that, because I'm always open to people who are willing to train with me, because I'm always looking for training partners, right? Because I'm on this pretty much every day.
Right.
There we
And
go.
the funny thing is, actually, today y'all just got me out of retirement because I haven't been playing a ton of boxing games since my last fight, and that was like a good month ago, 2 months, I'd say.
So look, this is what I'm here to do, bro. Look, despite how the game may be messed up, you already know you can always come to RIngsideVR, get some good fights. It's a good vibe, man. You'll feel a lot better about playing this game when you can fight people that aren't just online ranked. You know what I'm saying? When it's more about improving and learning some new tech and just enjoying it than just, like, you know, slum it out over there. So I appreciate you for coming back, Vorhees, man. Like I said, you always welcome around here, dog. Let's talk to your boy Bobert Schmobert.
Yo.
Dog, boy, you know what I'm so proud of you, bro. I'm so stinking proud of you, right? Every time you've come up, I've watched it, dog, and it's the pump fake jab into the cross. I was like, this can't be my boy Schmobert.
Yes,
you did your thing, man. Like we talked about it this last time. You was floating out there. You got great movement. You got great awareness. You got good feints, right? But you just needed to put together some good knockout power. You found that today. You got to be proud about that. How you feeling, man?
I'm feeling great. I mean, right when I threw that cross, you know, I was like, oh, I can't wait to watch that shit back. Like, right when I knocked him down, I was like, no fucking way that just happened.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it's the more I fight and the more I get used to, you know, these people watching me and all that, the more I get used to the video game itself, the better I get, honestly. You know, win or lose, the more I fight, the better I get. You know, I learn and I progress. I think it was a great victory. I still have yet to lose a single round in any of my wins. You know, always 30-25, 30-24, 30-26, you know. Always get knocked down. I'm pretty clumsy. I did chase that TKO at the end there, but I was having fun. I was schmoving, and it was sick. I hope y'all enjoyed the fight.
We did.
I really wanted to bang. I really wanted to bang there at the end, but he just wouldn't engage. And I mean, I don't blame him. He's a great guy. He was banging with me the entire fight. I mean, that was a great, you know, boxing match. It wasn't even a fight. It was a boxing match, and it was beautiful. Technique versus technique. And I mean, I was floating. I was moving.
It was great, bro. It was great. I mean, it looked like a great, like I said, it was less of a brawl, more of a boxing match. And we know a lot of people on the server, and a lot of people just in general who see this game who ask for that. So thank you guys for coming through. We're going to go ahead and get the next people up